So imagine a couple drops, like 150 grand on a luxury wedding.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is a massive budget.
Right. And the elite floral designer brings these wild, moody, avant-garde installations. But the visionary event stylist is busy setting up, classic, bright, preppy tablescapes.
Oh, no, those completely clash.
Exactly. They fundamentally hate each other's aesthetics, and the result looks like two totally different weddings just crashed into each other.
Which is exactly what we want to avoid.
Yeah. So welcome to today's deep dive.
Yeah.
If you're utilizing the Weddizer website for business purposes, you probably know their article section is just packed with really niche guidance.
It really is, yeah.
Today, we're pulling a piece straight from there on how to build mutually beneficial vendor teams for the high-end luxury market.
Right, because our mission today is to figure out how elite professionals actually stop acting like solo competitors and start acting like strategic partners to land those massive bookings.
Okay, let's unpack this because I feel like we have to kill the myth of the lone genius here.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, in the true luxury space, collaborative networks are the actual engine driving the industry. A client paying top dollar isn't just buying a bunch of isolated services.
Like they want a cohesive thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're buying a seamless experience.
It's less like a solo acoustic act and more like, say, the kitchen of a Michelin star restaurant.
That is a perfect analogy.
Right. Like the pastry chef and the grill master might have massive egos and totally different skill sets. But if the expediter isn't kiming their dishes perfectly...
The whole service fails.
Exactly.
What's fascinating here is how you actually curate that kitchen staff. The Weddizer article emphasizes that you can't just pick anyone,
We really can.
You have to actively pair complementary styles, like matching a moody fine art photographer with a planner who specializes in dramatic candlelit spaces.
But it's beyond just aesthetics, right? You need people who won't tank your reputation.
Exactly. We are talking about basic reliability. Because if that brilliant photographer goes completely dark on emails for 3 weeks, the client blames the planner who recommended them.
Oh, totally. The whole team's brand takes a massive hit.
It really does.
So we've established that the luxury client is buying a cohesive aesthetic and a reliable team. But looking pretty together doesn't automatically pay the bills.
Right.
How does matching a fine art photographer with a luxury planner actually translate into measurable business growth?
Well, that is where the strategy comes in.
Because the article suggests doing styled shoots together. And I kind of have to push back here. Aren't styled shoots really just like expensive vanity projects for vendors with way too much free time?
It's a totally fair question, but the source explicitly argues the exact opposite.
Wait, really?
Yeah, styled shoots aren't about playing dress up. They're actually highly strategic marketing tools.
Okay, how so?
Think of them as a low-risk testing ground. You get to showcase a high-end concept and build a premium portfolio without the terrifying risk of experimenting on a real client's actual wedding day.
Ah, so it proves to a high net worth client that you can actually execute this specific lavish vision.
Precisely.
Okay, I see the value in the portfolio, but the real magic seems to happen after the shoot.
Oh, for sure.
Because by tagging each other on Instagram and, submitting to luxury publications as a unified front, you're basically pooling your marketing budgets.
Exactly. You're drastically lowering the customer acquisition cost for everyone involved. A bride who finds the photographer's post just becomes a warm lead for the planner.
Wow, so you're building an economic moat. You aren't just selling your solitary service anymore.
You are selling access to a trusted, curated ecosystem.
But let's look at the reality of that ecosystem. Put 5 elite experts in a room with a 6-figure budget and high-stress timelines, and egos are going to clash.
Oh, inevitably.
Let's say the bride is running an hour late.
Mm.
The photographer is losing their natural daylight and wants to rush, while the caterer's hot appetizers are just dying in the kitchen.
That is a classic zero-sum game right there.
Right. So how do they not instantly turn on each other?
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, survival in those high-pressure moments requires deep pre-established trust and absolutely no micromanaging.
So stay in your lane, basically.
Exactly. Let the lighting designer handle the lights, let the caterer handle the food. And when that timeline slips, the rule is to focus entirely on solutions, not blame.
So instead of arguing in the hallway over whose fault the delay is, the planner and the DJ just have like a pre-agreed hand signal to quietly shave 10 minutes off cocktail hour.
Yes. And the couple never even notices a hiccup. Their experience remains completely protected.
That is so smart.
It is. And to build that kind of reflexive trust, the article recommends solidifying these bonds long before the wedding day.
Like how?
Well, we're talking about hosting private industry networking dinners to really know your peers,
Oh, I see.
which eventually helps you earn a permanent spot on the exclusive preferred vendor lists at those top luxury venues.
So what does this all mean?
Good question.
Ultimately, utilizing this business guidance from Weddizer's article section proves that your collaborative network isn't just a fun social club. It is arguably your single greatest asset if you want to survive and thrive in the luxury space.
Without a doubt, the days of the isolated vendor are over. The most unforgettable events are crafted by vendors who trust each other enough to actually share creative control.
Which leaves us with this final thought for you to mull over. If your current wedding business model relies entirely on your own solo output, are you unintentionally capping your ability to ever break into the true luxury market?
That is a really tough question to face.
It really is. If you're still trying to operate like a solitary street busker in an industry that demands a perfectly synchronized Michelin star kitchen, well, it might be time to go find your true. Something to think about before your next booking.